Good morning. It's October 26th. Today is the beginning of the deer season here in Colorado, where I'm going. I'm all dressed. I'm ready to go. It's nearly 5. Shooting light is at 6:52. I have about a half-hour drive, or not quite. 20 miles. I put my waders on because I got to cross the river. So I've already got my waders on because I don't want to have to deal with that when I get to the river and park and walk and get my canoe ready. I throw everything into my canoe and then cross the river. I'll take off my waders and put my boots on and make the little trek to where my tree stand is. I can't wait. I'm so excited. There's been great sign for deer, and I'm ready to go. I love quiet mornings like this. Headed east on the road, out past the Greeley Airport, on my way to where I get a hunt. I'm so privileged and blessed to be able to do this. I'm sure I'll see lots of wonderful animals today besides deer. I'm sure I'll see turkeys and maybe some raccoons. Coyotes for sure will go by me. Just get into my tree stand, be quiet, sit there for at least 45 minutes before shooting light even happens, and just wake up with all the sounds of the nature. And there's nothing like it. Actually, I would say there is one thing like it. Hiking a 14er is another one of those places of joy where you leave in the dark with a headlamp. You are going to do something strenuous that day that's going to just like tax you physically, even mentally. So I shouldn't say that hunting and going out here where I'm going is, nothing compares to it, but these are some of the amazing experiences that I get to live. Okay, I've arrived. I've loaded my canoe. Got some boots in there. My backpack is there, gun, coat, shooting stick. I think everything's there that I need. Good timing. I'm in the river. You can kind of make out what's in front of me. Right now the water is a waist deep where I stepped into the water. You see the fog coming off. By the way, it's not quite freezing, about 32, 34 degrees right now as I make my way across. So you can kind of make out where I'm going. I have about, 30 yards to get across. Now the depth is up to my thighs. It should get to my knees in just a moment, and then I'll be smooth sailing all the way across. So peaceful out here. I've crossed this river hundreds of times. Right now the water flow is pretty low, or reasonably low. Last year I had to come out here and oh man, it was scary. The water was up almost to my chest. I was glad I had the boat when I had to cross. Well, I shouldn't say it was to my chest. That'd be ridiculous and crazy to try to cross then. But it's fine today. It's not cold. Of course, if you fell in water, you'd be cold, but these chest waders make a huge difference. I've come about, let me show you the moon. It's just so gorgeous tonight. All set, waders off, boots on, guns out of the case, unloaded of course because it's not shooting light, and have about a quarter of a mile to walk, a little bit more maybe before I get to my tree stand. Lights off. I know this place like the back of my hand. Okay, I made it to the tree stand. 6:02 in the morning. I have about 50 minutes before it'll be light enough to shoot. I'm just relaxing and thinking and admiring these amazing stars. Wow. Amazing. I just climbed out of my tree stand. I saw one buck, small buck. I didn't want to shoot him on opening morning. Anyway, I just pulled the SD cards from my game cams, and I'm gonna head on back to my canoe and head on home and maybe make some pancakes or for sure get a cup of coffee out of my pilot. Got a whole thermos, Stanley thermos of coffee waiting for me. Can't wait. I'll probably come back this afternoon. So I'm back to my canoe. There she sits. That's the river I gotta go across. It's a beautiful morning. Not so many deer. Actually just the one deer. But nonetheless, it's fun to be out. Temperature started out at about 30. I think it's about 40 or low 40s right now. Had a great morning, saw just the one buck. Decided not to shoot him. Opening morning, that's all it is. I was just like, wow, I don't want to end my hunt. It's so fun just being out here, and I only get to do this like once a year, so there'll be more. I'm surprised actually there weren't some does today. It's just a gorgeous morning. Love being out here. This is what it looks like floating across. Try not to drop my phone. Well, that's where I came from. The worst part is pulling this canoe up out of the water so that I can get it on the bank. Everybody needs a cup of coffee from a Stanley thermos, and that's what I'm going to turn to now that I'm back at my pilot, and drive on home and come back later this afternoon and see how I do. I'm very confident and optimistic about a successful hunt, but even more, I'm excited just about being out here because this is great. This is beautiful, peaceful, quiet, enjoyable. Yeah, it's the place to be on an October 26th. I'm back out to the river now for round number 2. Wish me luck. Gonna enjoy the afternoon, but it is really warm. It's like 72 degrees at the moment, but no problem. Gonna pull this canoe down and get going and get across the river and up into my tree stand again. Well, it was a fun day. I had a great time. I didn't shoot a deer. I saw some this evening. Nothing shootable, nothing close, but this means I get to come out another time. Now you can see the river. There it is. I'm crossing over.